them slider hand tree.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another Ride Along with Goggles. And today we've got the old Marmon P110 or 110p cab over here. It's from our friends at Rush Hour 109. And so thought somebody mentioned in the comments that when I wasn't getting the exhaust or the Jake sound, and it was probably because I didn't with the Cummins 855, the new one. It was probably because I didn't sell the engine or reinstall or whatever. Anyway, there was an issue there, and so we didn't have the Jake. But I thought, oh, what the heck? Let's try it in another Rush Hour cab over. And so I brought that profile into 155. So here we are. Got the Load King low loader? No. Flat deck. High boy flat deck, whatever. From SCS. So the Load King version of it. Aluminum deck. Got it kind of painted to look sort of aluminum. And we are... where the heck are we now? Been looking at so many jobs. It happens. I forget. Oh yeah, Reno. Yes, we're going to take this route, which is a really nice drive, especially this bit up through here. It's just awesome. And we are going to the mill at Redding. It looks like a good one. See how this Cummins 855 sounds in this truck. All right, see what happens when we get a load on it. That's a mistake. Oops, got a 4,000 pound load. My word. Not gonna be working her too hard. I just go out the entrance because it's easier to get the trailer straight behind you. Going through there, see that? If you're trying to go out the exit, chances are good you're going to drag a long trailer across that gate post there in the middle of the two lanes. Wait a minute. She's on crack. She's going to stay on this road. Oh, no, she's not. There is no way out of there. Oh, shoot. I looked at that and thought there's the intersection. Okay, well. She's not on crack. Yours truly is. Now we got to go around the block. I shouldn't have doubted her. This truck has a nice interior. Let's see. Look at the instrumentation here. Air pressures. It's kind of goofy how that view keeps messing around on you with the... Because it's, I have my mic boom at a level that when I look down like that, the mic boom gets in the way.
After 50 yards, turn left. Turn left.
Cool sounded, Jake. So, yeah, what a day. It was a, I did not pull too far ahead here, no. That skin that I was started, the supply chain services as named by Buddy 49, I completely redoing the graphics, the stripe graphics, and pretty happy with what I got now, except I was going to give you a look at it, but I realized So what I'm doing is I'm putting a whole bunch more shadows in it, and every layer, every line type where it meets or overlaps another one, like it looks like an overlap from the front all the way to the back. Everything just keeps stepping out as a further overlap. And I put it on the truck thinking I was ready to have a look at it, and nope. I'm
15 yards, turn left.
I go about
Turn left.
3 or 4, vertical stripe sections back from the front, and all of a sudden the outer gray line, I made instead of blue, I changed it to gray, light gray, and I stopped overlapping it. I didn't, and as it was, I had 37 layers in the drawing to get the effect that I was going for with all the lines, all the shadows. It's mostly the shadows that are a lot of work, and I didn't put the shadows. That's what makes the overlap on from like the 3rd or 4th vertical stripe section back. So big letdown, but I'd worked on it all morning. I worked on it a bit more just before now, and then realized I couldn't really show it to you guys, and I might as well redo the logo and get it all done first anyway. But I was out of the house all afternoon running around errands and stuff, so I didn't get as much time on it as I would have liked. So, but it's looking pretty good. Yeah, you tell we're not in an SCS map with all that mountain loading in the background. But I think the color change is good. So I say light gray. I guess I should have said medium gray, because the what looks like a white stripe is really a very, very light shade of gray, and then the darker stripe is medium gray. Yeah, I think it'll look good on more different paint jobs. I thought the blue is just too vivid. Oh boy. So I was out, I guess I should give you a more detailed update on what happened with the drive shaft and the caddy. So I feel like I've been run over by the darn car, as it was a really long and tedious day, like hard work. I had to do some pretty major surgery to the tunnel under the car. And I had to do most of it with, those 4.5 inch, I call it a death wheel, those cutoff wheels. It wasn't fun. I almost set the car on fire.
Keep right. About 15 yards. Exit right.
Using my plasma cutter to do some of that work, and I ended up, so you've heard me say it over and over, that length of that tunnel, and having to modify it and everything else to go from a 1-piece to a 2-piece drive shaft. And the whole thing is, with the 1-piece drive shaft, it's pivots further forward, and it goes through a bigger, goes through a bigger arc when it swings, and so you have to make more clearance and at each end of that tunnel, and oh boy. So the vertical surfaces, and you're blowing stuff. These guys are just going to keep coming. You just blow the stuff, the sparks and all the metal spray goes into the tunnel, no big deal. When you're shooting upward towards the floor of the car, it's heating up the floor of the car. And I thought, yeah, it should be fine. It'll be good. And I noticed, I cut a little bit away. It's like 1/4-inch plate, so it takes a bit of heat. Doesn't happen easily. And I sort of blew the smoke away, like I had my shield on. I pulled the shield off and I blowing the smoke away, and I noticed there's still seeing smoke. I'm thinking, well, where's that coming from? I thought, and so before I started, I brought the hose into the garage, primed and ready to go. And I thought, God, better take a look. And I get out from under the car and look inside. It's just filled with smoke inside. Stinky smoke. It was the carpet. So what was, or maybe probably the underlay under the carpet, but it was burning enough that, so the carpet is in 2 sections. There's the rear section goes in first, then you put the front in and it overlaps the rear section. So if you have a bench seat, which Cadillacs normally have, that seam is underneath the bench seat. And it's a good thing I put bucket seats in it a long time ago, because I could see between the seats and there was smoke coming out between that overlap. And so I peek under it and there's a black spot sort of smoldering about 3 inches in diameter. So I just grabbed the hose, I had it on soaker, and I just soaked that down. And I'm pretty sure it was the underlay underneath, but it scorched that first layer of carpet. God, crazy. And
Go straight.
yeah, that's too bad because it's foul smell. Now the interior of the car stinks. But the upside is, oh yeah, the reason I'm all beat up, you know those death wheels, like they're not, they're okay to use. Like if you're standing at a bench and you had to make, I don't know, cut the equivalent of, let's say, 36 inches worth of cutting on a 1/4-inch plate, it's going to take you a little while, but you're comfortable.
Right.
You're standing there,
50 yards. Go straight.
so it's not so bad.
Go straight.
Uh-oh. Try to get a gear. There we go. But I was lying under the car doing it. So, yeah, my shoulders and hands and arms and everything are just so tired from all that overhead work. But got her done. And the upshot is it fixed the vibration problem. That one-piece drive shaft is the magic. I still have to set the rear pinion angle. It's about a 1 degree too low, which isn't great. But yeah, I was able to get the car up to 70 miles an hour with just no vibration. When I get the pinion angle set, I'll stomp on it a little harder. But yeah, I'm going to be good to go down to Manitoba with it this summer. Or the Super Run, or whatever they call it now. Western, what do they call it? I'll have to check the name. It's not Super Run anymore. I've been to 2 of them in Brandon. Been to one in Saskatoon, one in Red Deer. It's been a few years since I've been to one. Actually, since my transplant, so. Been a long time since I've been anywhere. Yeah, I haven't taken a real proper just getaway, time off kind of thing in an awful long time. It's been many years. So I'm really looking forward to it. We'll visit my brother. So, yeah, it's going to be way overdue. So I ordered more octane booster today, knowing that I'm going to make that trip. I can't get the fuel I use out of province. It's not available. And actually, what I've been doing, I've been using the octane booster more often than not anyway, even though I can get 94 octane locally, unless the price is really low. I buy the 87 and then boost it. 8 ounces of octane booster on 60 liters or however many gallons that is. Makes 94. Car runs great on it. It's how I have it tuned. Right with the ignition advance and everything. Yeah, so this is all Reforma here. Their Sierra Nevada map, and in 155. So we're using their most recent. They're calling it a beta as well. But this truck looks pretty cool. If I can do that without crashing. Whoop, too soon. Oh my God. Oh boy. Not the best idea I've had today. Yeah, so running around trying to find, so I had to buy a bit more, I had to change the rear yoke because I was using a double cardan or CV at the rear. I had a flange yoke. In the diffs, I put it back to a diff yoke like the standard U-joint, cross-type U-joint yoke. So I lost a bit of diff fluid when I pulled one out and put the other in. So I had to go get some diff fluid. But I've been using, so I have a Tremec TKO 600R transmission, and I've been using AC Delco manual transmission lubricant, so MTL. They quit making it in 2024. Can't get it anymore. I went to where I usually buy it, the dealership, GM dealership that I usually go to, and no joy. And they couldn't figure out what the replacement was. They were swamped anyway, so I didn't want to bug them for too long. So I'm going to try and find out, maybe after I get this video uploaded. The guy at the dealership was a really good guy. He was really going out of his way to try and help, but you know, the phones are ringing off the wall and I'm wasting time. But he was pretty anxious to know, in case he, you know, because this is a fairly recent development where guys in town here who have been doing the same thing I have, been using the AC Delco MTL, aren't going to be able to get it. So he's curious as to what the right, you know, if I find anything out. But, so do that, set the pinion angle. And what else did I do? Oh, I went to the drive shaft shop to see Corey and say, thanks, man. He's the guy who pretty much talked me into the one-piece drive shaft. I don't think he kind of figured out quite how much work it was going to be. But, and I'm not done yet. Like at some point or other, I'm going to have to find a way to strengthen the tunnel again. It's huge. Like, I mean, I don't think I've weakened it, well, maybe by 5%, maximum 10%. but I should put it back. So anyway, enough car stuff. I'm a happy boy though, real happy. Can't believe it. How long I've been struggling with that.
Yards, turn left.
Trying to chase that problem.
Turn left.
I got to do a Kings County skin for this truck. I got the Kings County big garage skin in this profile. That's why we're seeing them in traffic. Old station. This is that part I was describing at the beginning. I really like this little stretch here. Kind of gloomy day, but the detail on this mod's pretty nice. This is one of the first mods I ever had that when you get underneath and look at the rear of the transmission, you can identify it as an Eaton forward. I think there's a few more since then, but this was the first one. I'll hop under real quick. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, got to back up here. Oh, there's that horn. See that? It's got the two caps on each side of the center, where the main shaft would be through the center, and those two side caps with the 4 bolts on them, that's where the counter shafts go through. And that's what makes these big transmissions so strong, is there's a counter shaft on each side of the main shaft, and so the deflection that the gears naturally have when trying to push away from each other is taken up by an equal and opposite force on the other side of the main shaft. So they're it adds a lot of weight to them, makes them really big. Here we go under again. Try not to go so far back so fast. So that's what the back one looks like, and then all of the range and everything else up top, they probably don't have that in the model. Let's see. No, they don't have any of the. So on top you would have the shifting mechanism and the air cylinders that actuate the shifting. Is the things or the range, not the shifting, the range and splitter is they're air operated. And you have a mechanical linkage for the main box like this one when you move the stick. Just pretty simple. Like it's like a 6-speed. Five forward gears and 1 reverse, and then range to double that, and then a splitter if you have an 18-speed to double the range, and what's in each range, and then yeah, makes an 18-speed, 13-speed. You have all of that except the ability to split the lower range. It's kind of cool. If you're really interested in that, how they work and all the ratios and all that stuff, plus a few shifting tips, I have a tutorial on that. Try to get all this done, video done and uploaded before supper, and have a fast supper. And it's movie night tonight with my buddy Dave, but we call it movie night, but we never watch a movie, or rarely. We usually watch car stuff on YouTube. Gearhead stuff.
Turn left.
Oh, easy. I'd like to hop in the, before we close out the video, I'd like to hop in that CLT 9000 from yesterday again. Because it didn't sound like this. I may not have got the engine change, so
Go straight.
even though it said that's what was in it, so I'd like to figure that out
Keep right.
and just
After 50 yards, go straight.
correct the record if I've misled anybody.
Go straight.
This thing sounds real good from outside. I was thinking about taking a load out of Red Bluff. I landed over there and checked out the loads and stuff. It's kind of a neat drive out of there. But, yeah, I kind of thought better of it. The road out on that park road is so slow that I didn't feel like putting you through it. Or me. Where are we here? Red Bluff. This road out here. I think that was the one. Oh, no, here, this one. It's really scenic and everything, but it's like 35 miles an hour. This truck has pretty nice detail. there's the garage. Kings County. All those trailers you see in the yard, you can pull all of those in the freight market. Wow, look at that. That's a mess. Ooh. Wow, that was really weird. Well, it is a beta. I wonder if anybody saw that and is going to report it. Go. Step around the bend here.
Keep right. Up 15 yards, turn right.
So getting some stutters there, but SCS didn't make this map here, so it's to be expected, I guess. I wonder if the map makers are going to catch up with the do the same sort of tweak or whatever loading parameters that SCS is using. Are they going to have the ability or access to be able to do that? Oh, around the corner. Okay. There we go. Make her happy. You know who I'm talking about. I guess we won't do high-speed reverse. It's just sort of a reflex action. I'm on my own, I do it all the time. Don't always get the best results, but the more you do it, better get at it, but it's highly unrealistic. I used to do it in my own truck, but when there's nobody around, and the chance of hitting something wasn't so great. I think we're parking along here somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. See it on the concrete? Oh. All right, let's get this load off and real quick. Just check that other truck, the CLT 9000, because there's quite a difference in the sound, I think. Company truck manager. Oh, not LTL, CLT. Which one did we have? Oh, it was a 625. That one. Sounds the same. Oh, now you're the Jake. Okay. I wonder if it's just the game sort of sorted it out. All right. Well, that didn't prove much. I'll have to go back and watch the video. Oh, well, speaking of videos, this one's come to an end. So, as always, guys, really appreciate you following along, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. And with any luck, I'll real close on that supply chain services skin in, you know, the stripe thing, which is the biggest deal. But hopefully, I can get that finished up and out before the weekend, and maybe come up with a kind of a cool trailer skin as well, which I think is going to be different. I don't think the stripes are going to go in the trailer. We'll keep that for the trucks. But what we got to have for the trailer is a super cool logo and something that looks really neat and gets a point across and sort of fits with what Buddy 49 was suggesting. Is I like his idea. I can picture what he had in mind. So we get that done, and we still got to come up with a contest for the $80 or mod pack of your choice up to $80. So I haven't even been so busy. I haven't thought of, you know, solid idea what to do for that. So maybe if you guys have an idea, throw it in the comments, because I'd like to, you know, I made a promise for that and I haven't fulfilled it. So need to get that done and figure out what kind of contest to have to get that mod package one. Anyway, as always, take care, guys, and we'll catch y'all later. Bye for now.